We will call this meeting to order. If you would all stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Thank you. Matt, if we may have a roll call, please.
Counselor Allen.
Yes.
You better turn your mic on and say here.
Yes.
Demas.
Here.
Pedri.
Here.
Zadi.
Here.
Hickerson.
Here.
Hanson.
Here.
Batolo.
Here.
Robinson.
Here.
Mayor Mickelson.
Here. Okay, if we could please welcome the Reverend Dr. Bernadine Kraft, who's going to lead a blessing for us.
It's kind of a blessing I didn't fall down the stairs. And the lights are on. Thank you so much for the honor of being able to join you on your very first meeting of this new year and to pray with you. Holy Father, we ask that you look with favor upon these selfless individuals who have committed themselves to public service, our mayor and our members of the city council. We ask that they might serve our community with honor and integrity. I would pray that their lives are never without your light, nor their wills without your strength, nor their hearts without the warmth of your love. And we thank you for our community, Creator God. We thank you that we live in a place where the glorious revelation of yourself is all around us. Our lives are lived between sunrises and sunsets and brilliant colors. But at night, the limitless stars have a way of pushing back the boundaries of our lives. And we dream of heaven and your wonder. We pray for our mayor and our council members. We pray their hearts might feel the song of the meadowlark, their minds the clearness of the mountain air, and their souls the freedom of the soaring eagle. Hold them, enfold them, uphold them. Give them eyes to see clearly, ears to discern truth from error, minds to understand, voices to speak with courage and conviction, and hearts filled with compassion as they move forward, united in their journey of service. And may the peace of God, which passes all understanding, come upon them and remain with them as they strive to do the work you have given them to do. We pray in your most holy name. Amen.
Thank you. Okay. The next order of business, I would entertain nominations for council president.
Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
I would like to nominate Councilman Zadi to be council president.
I would second that, Your Honor.
Okay. Very good. Are there any other? Hearing none, I would look for all the ayes.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, congratulations, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Okay, I would look for a motion to approve the minutes from the December 20th, 2022 meeting.
Your Honor, I move to approve.
Okay,
I'll
is there
second.
A second from Councilman Zadi, and thank you, Mr. Batolo, Councilman Batolo. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. For our next order of business, it's the appointments. Mr. President, I would like to submit the name of the Honorable Scott Nelson to serve as our Rock Spring City Municipal Judge.
Council, you have before you the name of Scott Nelson to serve as our municipal judge. Can I get a motion?
So moved, Mr. President.
A second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counselor Demas.
Yes.
Pedri.
Yes.
Zadi.
Yes.
Hickerson.
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Batolo.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Allen.
Yes.
Your Honor, you have your appointment.
Thank you, Mr. President and Councilman. I would now like to submit the name of William Ernst Palmer to serve as the chief of our police department.
Council, you have before you the name of William S. Palmer to serve as chief of police for the city of Rock Springs. Can I get a motion
So moved.
and a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counselor Pedri,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Allen,
Yes.
Demus.
Yes.
Your Honor, you have your appointment.
Thank you, Mr. President and Councilman. I would now like to submit the name of James Wamley to serve as our fire chief.
Council, you have before you the name of James Walmsley to serve as fire chief for the city of Rock Springs. Can I get a motion
So moved, Your Honor.
and a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counselor Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Allen,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Pedri.
Yes.
Your Honor, you have your appointment.
Thank you, Mr. President and council members. I would now like to submit the name of Paul Kausich to serve as Director of Engineering, Operations, and Public Services.
Council, you have before you the name of Paul Kausich to serve as the Director of Engineering, Operations, and Public Services for the city of Rock Springs. Can I get a motion
So moved, Mr. President.
and a second, please?
Second.
Roll call.
Counselor Hickerson,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Allen,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Pedri,
Yes.
Zadi.
Yes, Your Honor, you have your appointment.
Thank you, Mr. President and council members. I would now like to submit the name of Matthew McBurnett to serve as Director of Administrative Services, Clerk, and Treasurer.
Council, you have before you the name of Matthew McBurnett to serve as Director of Administrative Services, Clerk, and Treasurer. Can I get a motion
So moved, Mr. President.
and a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counselor Hanson,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Allen,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Pedri,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson.
Yes.
Your Honor, you have your appointment.
Thank you, Mr. President and council members. I would like to submit the name of David Lansing to serve as Director of Parks and Recreation.
Council, you have before you the name of David Lansing to serve as Director of Parks and Recreation for the city of Rock Springs. Can I get a motion
So moved, Mr. President.
and a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counselor Batolo,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Allen,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Pedri,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Your Honor, you have your appointment.
Thank you, Mr. President and council members. I would now like to submit the name of Richard Beckwith to serve as our city attorney.
Council, you have before you the name of Richard Beckwith to serve as City Attorney for the city of Rock Springs. Can I get a motion of approval
So moved, Mr. President.
and a second, please?
Second.
Roll call.
Counselor Robinson,
Yes.
Allen,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Pedri,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Batolo.
Yes.
Your Honor, you have your final appointment.
Thank you, Mr. President and council members. For the final appointment, I would like to present the name of Charlie Vanover for his third term on the Police Civil Service Commission.
Okay, Council, you have before you the name of Charlie Vanover to serve as his third term on the Police Civil Service Commission. Can I get a motion for approval?
Your Honor, we have the assistant city attorneys also. Oh. Sorry.
Okay. I don't know first names, so you're going to have to help me out. Stephanie McKinsey. Mr. President, I'd like to submit the name of Stephanie McKinsey to serve as Assistant Legal Counsel to the City of Rock Springs.
Council, you have before you the name of Stephanie McKinsey to serve as Assistant Attorney for the city of Rock Springs. Can I get a motion for approval?
So moved, Mr. President.
Second?
Second.
And roll call, please.
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Pedri,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Your Honor, you have your appointment.
Thank you, Mr. President and council members. Jordan Allen. Mr. President, I would like to submit the name of Jordan Allen to serve as assistant to the city attorney.
Council, you have before you the name of Jordan Allen to serve as Assistant Attorney for the City of Rock Springs. Can I get a motion for approval?
So moved, Mr. President.
Can I get a second, please?
Second.
And roll call.
Counselor Demas,
Yes.
Pedri,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Vitolo,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Allen.
Yes.
Your Honor, you now have your final appointment for
Thank you, Mr. President, and council members, and my apologies. But I'm glad that all went smoothly, which takes us back to Mr. Vanover for his third term on the Police Civil Service Commission.
Okay, Council, you do have the name of Charlie Vanover for his third term on the Police Civil Service Commission. Can I get a motion of approval?
So moved, Mr. President.
And a second, please?
Second.
Roll call?
Counselor Pedri,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Vitolo,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Allen,
Yes.
Demas.
Yes.
Okay, Your Honor, you have your appointment.
Thank you, Mr. President and council members. Okay, that brings us to present. Oh, yes, sir. Thank you.
Can they just stand where they're at?
Yes.
Move involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the proclamation.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear. That I will support, obey, and defend. The Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of Wyoming. That I have not knowingly violated any law related to my appointment. Or caused it to be done by others. And that I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity. So sworn. Thank you.
Okay, well, that takes us to presentations and proclamations, and we have a proclamation for Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. Whereas the county on January 9th, we're going to do that over. Whereas across the country on January 9th, citizens take the lead to demonstrate support on National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, and law enforcement officers of every rank have chosen a profession that puts their life on the line every day for their communities. They have answered a call to public service that is demanding and often unappreciated. On National Law Enforcement Day, we have the opportunity to thank them for their service and offer a token of respect. And we are honored to stand by Rock Springs Police Department's dedicated law enforcement professionals who consistently safeguard our families and communities, protect our constitutional rights, and respond in times of crisis. And it is with immense gratitude that we set apart a day to reflect on and celebrate the selfless service and immeasurable contributions of our law enforcement personnel, making sure every citizen is safe in their home, workplace, and community, and we stand by our police department and lend them our wholehearted support as they continue to give of themselves for the benefit of all. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Max Mickelson, Mayor of the City of Rock Springs, do hereby declare January 9th, 2023 to be Law Enforcement Appreciation Day in the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming, and call upon citizens to reflect on the way in which our lives have been touched by the officers who stand guard over our community.
I'll come to you.
I'll come over here. I bet your day's been harder than mine.
I will be brief, but I did want to just talk about our appreciation for the recognition. So thank you, Mayor, for that proclamation. Our officers and our staff, they do work hard. They work long hours and they make sacrifices to protect this community. But it's actually us who are honored to be entrusted with that service. I recognize that the position we hold comes with a great deal of responsibility, and we would not have your support if our officers and staff were not committed to doing it the right way. So I want to personally thank each of our officers for their willingness to serve this community with honor and integrity. So again, a sincere thank you to the Mayor and City Council for taking the time to recognize our staff tonight. To have the support of our council means everything to us, and this official proclamation is very much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that brings us to petitions and public comment.
Mr. Mayor, members of the City Council, congratulations on those newly elected and sworn in. My name is Clark Stith, House District 48, and here to tell you a couple of things you already know, which is the 67th Legislature will convene a week from today, January the 10th, and we look forward to working with the City of Rock Springs, our local delegation, to try to get things done. So please feel free to contact me and let me know what your concerns are. Email works, text message is good as well. My cell phone, 389-7735. You can text me in real time to say if you're unhappy with what I'm saying or doing. So thank you. A couple of the highlights for the local distributions. The Joint Appropriations Committee has recommended a 25% increased local distribution for fiscal year 2024. That's $13 million statewide. By this complicated formula, it just means about a little over $300,000, I think, for the City of Rock Springs, which won't materially affect your budget one way or another, but is better than getting kicked in the head, perhaps. So there's that. The biggest issue for the state will be looking at what to do with what appears to be a temporary influx of extra mineral royalty revenue from higher oil and gas prices over the past year, and they are continued to persist, expected to continue somewhat in the future. The Legislative Stabilization Reserve account, which as of June 30th of 2022 is at $2 billion, and that's kind of like the state's savings account to dip into for extra expenses. If nothing is done, if spending is frozen, then that would grow to an expected $3 billion. So there's about an extra $1 billion of general fund revenue to work with. Proposal from the governor and really from both chambers appears to be to try to save about half of that and then spend the other half on various things, Department of Health and things like that. There's also some American Rescue Plan Act money, ARPA money left over, about $100 million or so that's still there of federal funds. The Joint Appropriations Committee has recommended different priorities from the governor. The Joint Appropriations wants to put more of that into water and sewer projects statewide and hospital construction rather than some of the other programs. So I'm hopeful that when the dust shakes out that could also assist the City of Rock Springs. Obviously, you have the Sixth Penny projects that were approved in November, but I don't know the numbers for certain, but my guess is that inflation may have eaten into your budget for all the projects that are on your list. So if we're able to get some water and sewer money for the city, that might assist the City of Rock Springs in making sure that you can complete the projects that were on the ballot. So thank you so much. Look forward to working with you. Do you have any questions for me?
Just want to make sure I heard you right. We're getting extra money this year. I just want to make sure.
just a little bit. Not a done deal, but it looks like that's the direction things are going. So temporarily, we're in a good spot.
Bring it home. Bring it home.
Right now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Representative Stith, and congratulations on being made Speaker Pro Tem.
Thank you very much. Official vote not until a week from today, but they did put my name on it.
Good.
Hi, my name is JT Larson. I just got elected to Wyoming House District 17, which is Southeast Rock Springs. I just like to echo what Clark said. If any of you ever need to get a hold of me, email or text is a great way to reach me. It's 307-389-0162. And I look forward to working with you all. Thank you.
Well, good evening, council, mayor. Congratulations to everybody who's sitting up there tonight. Look forward to working with you. I am John Kolb, Senate District 12. I am the last one in the tail of legislators coming up here tonight to talk to you. So you're probably relieved on that. But more importantly, I think we have to always improve our relationships, have communications during legislative session. Things happen fairly fast down there. Well, that's an understatement. Just to keep up with what's going on. It's hard for the outside folks to follow because House and Senate, have different bills that may be of concern to the council and others you don't care about. So above everything, call, text in session is the best way to do it because I can't hardly answer a phone on the floor. I don't know what would happen to me, but I'm sure it wouldn't be good. And we can work together in a better way. We're really lucky that Representative Stith is on appropriations. It's a very, very powerful position to be in either side of the House or Senate. So Clark has his finger on the pulse of what's going on now. What we do with the excess money, I suppose, is going to be a question that's not answered yet. Unfortunately for us, the distribution formula doesn't help the city of Rock Springs much. We have the wrong combination of things that make our appropriate percentage of that extra money, not a lot. And to try to change that at this date is probably not going to happen. I think people are aware that, inflation's attacking everything and that we have to somehow get our projects done, get things done that we need to do for the community. So more importantly, I look forward to working with the council and the mayor. Please email, call, whatever you feel is necessary to get your point across. And it's not to say it's always going to, I guess don't always get marching orders just from one group, but it's certainly very important that the city of Rock Springs with my Senate district is really almost wholly in, that I'm responsive to what your concerns are and needs. So on the budget, the excess revenue, I don't know if there's any questions about that, but I'd stand for questions if you had any on your concerns at this point, or maybe things that you'd want the legislative, we have a delegation now. I mean, we have a group of really House and Senate representatives that are all kind of on the same side of the majority. So we, for once, have the ability to sway the outcomes. And I'll tell you, particularly in the House, even though I'm not in the House, I can just tell you our delegation is enough to make a difference. And I think if we work together, we can make a difference and be a lot more powerful because the balance of power over there is to the point where our group does make a difference. And I say that for the first time. And I think because of that, we can do a lot more. And traditionally, we've never asked the state for much. And because we mostly give the state a lot here in Sweetwater County. But now we have a chance, an opportunity to do a lot more. And I think that it's a new thing, so we have to kind of take it as that. We're not very good at it, of asking for money, but I think we can certainly get our money back. And I'll say that. We get our money back that we gave. So I'll stand for questions, Mayor and Council.
Thank you, Senator Kolb and Representative Larson and Stith. I very much appreciate you guys coming out on a cold, blustery night to visit with us, and you certainly can look forward to a lot of communication as you do your work in Cheyenne.
Well, I look forward to a good session and a better outcome for what we have here in the city of Rock Springs. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Is there anyone else? Okay, seeing no one, I will close the petitions and public comment and move to council committee and board reports, starting with the police commission report. Does anyone have any questions or anything they'd like to share? Nope. Okay, so then we just move forward to the Joint Powers Telecom Board meeting minutes. Okay. Joint Powers Combined Communication Board meeting minutes. Nope. Do any of the council members have anything they'd like to report on? Tim, you're looking antsy. You look like you were...
No, Your Honor, I'm just adjusting the mic so I can see all the words on the screen.
Very good. Okay, well, for correspondence, we have a flyer from the Parks Department on their Christmas tree recycling program. You can drop them off during daylight hours at 200 Community Park Drive, December 26th through the 31st. Please remove everything that isn't, naturally grown on the tree before you do that. Which then takes us to the bills and claims for January 3rd, 2023 as amended. I would entertain a motion to approve.
Your Honor,
Councilwoman Demas?
I make a motion to approve the bills and claims for January 3rd, 2023.
Very good. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilman Zadi. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries, which brings us to the salaries for December 22nd, 2022. Is there a motion?
Your Honor, I make a motion to approve the salaries for December 22nd, 2022.
Okay, thank you, Councilwoman Demas. Is there a second? Second. Thank you, Councilman Robinson. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. That takes us to our new business. There's a request from the Parks and Recreation Department for approval to trade annual Family Recreation Center Civic Center memberships for an equal value in advertising at Sweetwater Now. I would entertain a motion.
Your Honor, I move to approve that request.
Thank you, Councilman Zadi. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilman Hickerson. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the motion carries. Our next order of new business is a request from the fire department for permission to fill a vacant captain position. I'd entertain a motion.
Your Honor,
Councilman Patola?
move to approve this request.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
I'm going to go with Councilman Hickerson because he could thump me.
Okay.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Our next new order of new business is a request from the fire department for permission to fill a vacant firefighter position. I would entertain a motion.
Your Honor,
Councilwoman Demas?
I make a motion to approve this request.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilman Robinson. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Our final order of new business is a request from K Street Incorporated, doing business as the Wyoming Club, for 4 malt beverage permits for the Rock Springs Prospectors hockey games on January 7th, 13th, 14th, and 28th of 2023 from 7 until 9:45 p.m. at the Family Recreation Center Ice Arena. I would entertain a motion.
Your Honor, when they do get the request, I'd prefer they had the correct year, I guess. Just for
Yeah, I assumed it was a typo in our agenda.
technicality's sake.
Yeah.
Look
So
that, I
if you
will
haven't
do.
read our agenda, it says 2022, and I'm assuming that's just a, can we get
Typo.
that corrected? Very good. Thank you. So with that notation, is there a motion?
I will move.
Thank you, Councilman Nickerson. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilwoman Demas. Is there discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. And that brings us to resolutions. Our first is Resolution 2022-171.
A resolution amending the official land use map of the Rock Springs Master Plan from I, Industrial, C, Commercial, and HDR, high density residential to LDR low density residential for a parcel of land totaling 78.25 acres, more or less being lot 10, northwest quarter, southeast quarter, section 22, north half lot 11, northeast quarter, southwest quarter, section 22, and north half lot 12, northwest quarter, southwest quarter, section 22, township 19 north, R105 west, 6th principal meridian, Rock Springs, Sweetwater County.
Your Honor,
Councilman Dickerson.
I vote to remove this from the table.
Motion.
To remove Resolution 2022-171 from the table.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor of removing Resolution 2022-171 from the table?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, the motion carries. It's off the table. What's our pleasure?
Is that a roll call?
Your Honor?
Oh, it is a roll call.
Yeah, it is
It's
roll
a
call.
resolution. Beg your pardon.
Counselor Pedri,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Patolo,
Yes.
Robinson,
I do appreciate the mayor's effort to try to move these along a little bit faster, but yes.
Allen,
Yes.
Yes.
Demus, Mayor Mickelson.
Yes. So now it's off the table.
Now we can act.
Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
In talking with legal counsel, they did say we had to take some action on this resolution since we tabled it last time. What I would like to do is make a motion to put it back on the table so it coincides with our third reading vote on the ordinance that's associated with this in the next meeting.
If I may, Councilor Zadi, may I interrupt you for just a moment? As we've been discussing, you may have noticed that I've been doing a little bit of additional reading. And I've discovered something in our ordinances and in the rules called a motion to postpone into a definite time, which is somewhat less than taking, but then now that the fact that the motion has been taken off the table, I think you could make a motion to postpone the consideration of the resolution until a definite time, which would be the next meeting when the third reading of the ordinance comes up.
Okay.
So now that it's been removed from the table, that would probably be the appropriate way to handle it, is simply make a motion to postpone to a definite time.
Thank you. Now, is that, and then just general question on that you found in any resolution? I mean, we can just postpone it for eternity, or how does
Well,
that?
under the rules, apparently, yes. If you can make a rule, make a motion to. And I've just been reading all this stuff. That I'm required to do that by my job, and essentially, you can make a motion to postpone for an indefinite time, and then bring it back up again. And as you know, we've had this discussion in the past where, if you lay something on the table, if it remains on the table for more than 2 meetings, it is essentially defeated. But you can always bring the resolution back up again at any time. So it's sort of, in a way, I guess you could say, form over substance. But now that the resolution's been removed from the table, I think that you could make a motion to postpone consideration of the motion, and even though it's now off the table, until the next meeting when we consider the ordinance as well. So you could just simply make that simple motion to postpone to a definite time.
I make a motion to do what Rick just said, postpone it till the next meeting, so it coincides with the vote of the third reading of the resolution that this is kind of tied to and associated with.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Roll call vote, please.
Counselor Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Patolo,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Allen,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Pedri,
Yes.
Mayor Mickelson.
Yes.
Your Honor, I have
Yes.
a question for Mr. Beckwith. How do you stay awake reading that stuff?
Well,
It was really hard at first, but then they taught us how to talk in a New York accent, and that's how I read it in my head, and so it makes it a lot easier.
Okay. I think we could also ask that of Mr. McBurnett with some of the property descriptions.
Actually, Councilor Batolo, you actually have to have a real interest in it, which, Couldn't do it.
Very good. That brings us to Resolution 2023-01.
A resolution accepting and approving an acknowledgement and agreement of change of broker with Keller Williams Realty Western Trails and authorizing Max Mickelson as mayor of the city of Rock Springs to execute said addendum on behalf of the city.
Okay, I would entertain a motion.
Your Honor,
Councilman Patel.
move to approve Resolution 2023-01.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilor Robinson. Is there discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Counselor Hickerson,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Patolo,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Allen,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Pedri,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Mayor Mickelson.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. That takes us to Resolution 2023-02.
A resolution accepting and approving amended bylaws for the City of Rock Springs Box Art Committee and authorizing Max Mickelson as mayor of the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming, and Matthew L. McBurnett as city clerk to accept said amended bylaws on behalf of the city.
Is there a motion?
Your Honor,
Councilwoman Demus?
I make a motion to approve Resolution 2023-02.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Councilman Robinson is the second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Counselor Hanson,
Yes.
Patolo,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Allen,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Pedri,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Mayor Mickelson.
Yes.
Our next is Resolution 2023-03.
A resolution accepting and approving a contract with Resource X for the purchase and implementation of priority-based budgeting software and authorizing Max Mickelson as mayor of the City of Rock Springs to execute said contract on behalf of the City of Rock Springs.
Is there a motion?
Your Honor,
Yes, Councilman Zadi.
I'd like to move to approve, and a thank you to Matt for looking into this and taking the time to kind of vet a couple different companies and look into what they had to offer. I'm excited to get this moving forward, although it does mean a lot of work for a lot of people up front to get the information in there correctly. I know really the plan is to not have this really in place until fiscal year end '25, was it? So that there's a lot of work that needs to be done. But my hope is for the general public and everybody involved, it's going to make the budgeting process a lot cleaner, a lot more transparent, and help people understand exactly where money's going and how it's being spent, and through a priority-based system. So I think it's something that's long overdue, and with the work we've done with the consultant last year, tying this in with it, it's going to have a great improvement for the city. So I thank you for your work on that.
Thank you.
Okay. Is
Second.
the second?
Yeah. Second now.
Hopefully. Is there a second out there?
Second.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Is there any discussion? No. I would just say, for my part, I am super excited to see this switch, and I think it will help us up here a lot in our having a clear vision of where we want the city to go and matching those resources. So I really appreciate that. All those in favor, our roll call vote.
Counselor Batolo,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Allen,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Pedri,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Mayor Mickelson.
Yes.
I do have a question for Matt. Now that it's passed and everything else, will you have a implementation plan put together, and will we get to see it and know what's going on?
Mayor Mickelson, yes, Councilor Batolo, we'll work on that now that we've got the software vendor lined up. We'll get schedules arranged with the software provider, and hopefully be able to send out a timeline. And we did record our last Zoom demo, so hopefully I can get that out to you guys so you can have an idea what's going on. But I really anticipate, I mean, this is for discussion, but the mayor and budget committee leading that from the council perspective.
Very good. That brings us to Resolution 2023-04.
a resolution accepting and approving job descriptions for the positions of climbing instructor 1 and climbing instructor 2 at pay grades 24 and 27 respectively for the city of Rock Springs, Wyoming.
Is there a motion?
Your Honor,
Councilman Nickerson?
I move to approve Resolution 2023-04.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilman Hanson. Very good. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, may we have a roll call?
Counselor Robinson,
Yes.
Allen,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Pedri,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Vitolo,
Yes.
Mayor Mickelson.
Yes.
Okay. That takes us to our ordinances. The first is 2022-15, and it is on its third reading.
An ordinance amending Article 3-5 of the ordinances of the City of Rock Springs entitled Humane Control and Regulation of Animals.
Is there a motion?
Your Honor, I move to approve ordinance 2022-15.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, thank you. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, may we have a roll call?
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Pedri,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Vitolo,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Mayor Mickelson.
Yes.
And that brings us to our final order of business tonight, ordinance 2022-16.
An ordinance amending the official zoning map of the City of Rock Springs from I-1 light industrial to the zoning designation of R3 medium density residential, R1 low density residential, and R3 CD medium density residential conditional district for land totaling 78.25 acres, more or less being lot 10 northwest quarter, southeast quarter, section 22 north half, lot 11 northeast quarter, southwest quarter, section 22, and north half, lot 12 northwest quarter, southwest quarter, section 22, township 19 north, range 105, 6th principal meridian, Rock Springs, Sweetwater County, Wyoming.
That was a jaw cracker.
We need a repeat.
Right? Yeah, no, I didn't catch the middle part. So that will be on its third reading at our next meeting. And with that, that concludes our business. I'm going to gavel, so does any, okay.